I was text messaging with my buddy the other day and she said, I've got another book that I'm trying to write. I'm just gonna pull an Ashlyn. I'm going on a workcation. I've posted on the past in social media that I love to take workations in my business, but I've never actually explained what it is, at least what I think they are, and how I take one. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you my definition of a workcation, plus how to plan, prep, and take one in your own business. Plus, stay tuned till the end. I'm gonna show you the app I use all the time to focus and stay hunkered down and in work mode. It's totally free. I'll tell you exactly how I use it. Hey there, if we've not yet met, my name is Ashlyn Carter. I'm a conversion copywriter and a launch strategist. In our 2022 customer survey, y'all ask so many great questions about different environmental hacks that I implement and things that I do to stay productive. I am a working mama of 2 for context, and my hand would shoot straight up. I'm the first to tell you that I struggle big time with ruthlessly ignoring and aggressively not paying attention to that which does not need my focus at any opportune moment. I have major shiny object syndrome. I have to Ashlyn proof my business constantly to focus on the things that I need to get done. Since we're having honesty hour here, I also sometimes struggle with a big project I have if I'm nervous about starting it or I've got cold feet going into it. If it looks intimidating in any way, I'll just come up with other things to do, and I know I have to get that big project done. Have you ever done that before too? Click like if you can relate to that at all. While you're down there, hit subscribe and the bell next to it. That helps my channel out so much. And let's just get into the tips. So what is a workcation? It boils down to the fact that it's an environmental hack to get stuff done. It can help you push through a mental block like the ones I was just talking about and take action on something. I remember exactly where I was when I was reading for the first time Cal Newport's book, Deep Work. By the way, look down below. I've got all my best business books linked on Amazon. Anyway, when I was reading this, he was talking about a concept that he calls the grand gesture. In it, he cites how in 2007, J.K. Rowling was struggle bus major trying to get out that last book, The Deathly Hallows, of the Harry Potter series. She confessed she was finding it so difficult to write that she just ended up checking herself into a 5-star hotel. It was down the street from her own home, but she said there was a day where the window cleaner came, the kids were at home, the dog was barking, and she just went to this hotel. It was beautiful. She didn't intend to stay there, but the first day's writing went so well that she kept coming back. And that is where she finished the last Harry Potter book. Okay, 5 stars, a little bit fancy, but like I said, I remember exactly where I was. I was on a baby moon with my husband. We were on a train ride from Madrid to Toulouse, and I was sitting there super pregnant reading that book thinking, oh my gosh, I have never thought about getting out of my little home office before when I had something that I couldn't get through or get accomplished. To me, workations are built on the concept that by leveraging radical change to your normal environment, coupled perhaps with a significant investment of effort or money, all dedicated to supporting a deep work task, you increase the perceived importance of a task. That will then reduce your mind's instinct to procrastinate and deliver an injection of motivation and energy. Thanks, Cal Newport, for that one. I've talked in the past about little ways to introduce grand gestures into your work habits, be it nice pens or paper products that you're excited about and you only get to use them when you're working on a certain project. So to me, a workcation is like the ultimate example of this. Heading off for 1 day or 2 solo to hunker down, to hermit and work, I have found them to be absolutely magical, especially if your life is like mine and you're trying to manage work and marriage and kids, and then the repair guy comes by in the middle of the day and you work from home and you're trying to get things done and you keep having to get up from your desk. It can be crazy. Workations can be the antidote. Okay, now I've explained what a workcation is. Let's talk about how you can prepare to take one yourself. Like anything I talk about, take what you like and leave what doesn't. I'm gonna tell you what I have done. I don't, first of all, typically plan them with a ton of foresight. This isn't something I'm looking down the road saying, okay, 5 months from now, I'm gonna take one, because they come in as an antidote to solve a problem that I can't work through or get through. So typically taking them during the week. Weekends are for family time and not a ton of foresight. So for example, I might think I need one in this quarter. I need one in the next 3 months. We'll plan them with my husband, who does shift work, is off work, so the kids are covered. Again, that's an incredible blessing. Sometimes we'll elicit grandparent help, but it's not all that much time gone. You can go far or not at all. There have been times where I thought I just need to book a hotel room down the road from where I am. But here's my best workcation travel tip. Personally, for me, I like to find a room that looks absolutely magical to stay in, because you will pretty much be in your room 80% of the time. Judge a hotel off its guest room pics. This is when I think we're absolutely allowed to judge a hotel room off its pictures on the website. I don't like to pick somewhere where I'm gonna want to do a lot of sightseeing, exploring, shopping, or that has a wonderful like pool situation. One time when I was looking for hotels, I saw a great room and rate was available in Palm Beach. And I was interested, and then I thought, that is a terrible idea, Ashlyn. Just a good low-key city. I've done them in Knoxville, Tennessee before, and also up in New Haven, Connecticut. I did a little one in Nashville. I have also opted for hotels instead of an Airbnb or VRBO for the following reasons. Number one, a workout center, somewhere I can go for a brain break. Number two, strong Wi-Fi. Nothing is more frustrating than when you get somewhere and you need to get work done and you cannot get on the internet, so I need that. Somewhere where you can have room service available for late nights or even just a convenience store nearby. Also, I try to pick hotels that are in a good location for other work spots nearby. More on that in a sec. And lastly, somewhere that has tech support nearby. So here's my pro tip here. I have found that college towns are great workcation spots. Not only do you have the academic vibes, which can put you in the moods, everybody's walking around with their books and their backpack, but there's coffee shops and bookstores everywhere for you to work from. And here's the tip you didn't know you need. There's Apple stores or tech support nearby. So if a charger all of a sudden goes on the fritz or you need some kind of replacement piece of tech, you can go to the nearest store and grab one of those. Trust me, this has happened to me 2 times now, and I'm so glad that I was somewhere where I wasn't stranded in the middle of nowhere, because I definitely have looked at going somewhere like a lodge or a mountain place, but the Wi-Fi situation, like the purpose of this trip is to get a lot of work done, and I don't want to take my chances. Okay, how do you know what to work on during a workcation? So sometimes I know exactly what I need to get done, but typically I've known 1 to 3 projects that I need to get done. And once I sit down, once I'm in my space and I can think clearly, I understand if I get this next project done, then everything else will be a lot smoother. And that's usually the thing I need to do. When I'm on a workcation, usually I can get at least 1, sometimes 2 things done. My best tip here is to make yourself accountable to someone. I either tell my team, Rachel, my integrator, my husband, hey, this is the thing, make sure that I don't come back home until I have gotten this done, okay? By and large, I select the thing I'm procrastinating that is directly tied to a financial result. This is not the trip for a vanity project or a creative endeavor that I kind of want to dabble in. This is something that has to get done for the whole business to make money in the next 60 or 90 days. This is very important. Again, you can do whatever you want, but that's my path because this trip does cost money. I'm paying to be out of the office, to book a hotel room for the night. In the past, I've picked outlining my copywriting for creatives curriculum and redeveloping that. I've also scripted and filmed 11 different videos, which is about 3 months worth of content. You could binge watch and tackle a course or get some big client project off your desk. As I was preparing for this video, it hit me that I have not done one of these before either of my 2 maternity leaves from my business. That would be a great place to slide in a workcation, or if you've got a honeymoon coming up, just a time to hunker down and get things done. By the way, I have done a blog and an episode before on how I've taken maternity leaves in my business, so I'll link that down below in case you need it. All right, let's get to the fun stuff. Here is what to pack. Number 1, breakfast food. The most important, at least to me, are the snacks. Breakfast foods and energy boosting snacks. We all know travel snacks are so expensive. I've also brought my own bottle of wine before, cut down on that room service price. Books that you have not gotten to finish or haven't gotten to read. Those have been great for the airport, the plane ride. Probably one of my most underrated writing tools are candles. I even made a little reel about this. I have totally embraced putting nice candles on the business, like expensing them and using those that I can only light it if I'm working on XYZ project. I am not allowed at all in my life to burn that candle for any reason except for the sole purpose of getting XYZ project done. Maybe I'm reading too far into it, but also, you know how your sense of smell is tied to memories? Sometimes when I'm working on a certain project and I light that candle, I just know, I'm like, I'm in work mode now. Like it feels like it. I have this candle burning. I'm getting weird on that one, so I'll move to the next tip. Your planner, goal planners, and any kinds of pens, sticky notes, markers, Sharpies, highlighters, any tools that you use for brainstorming, because being in a hotel room by yourself, that can be a great chance to do that. And lastly, anything you need for filming. So if you do types of filming for work and you need makeup and different shirt changes and your equipment for filming, your camera, that kind of stuff you need to pack too. Okay, lastly, a little schedule example that I wanted to give you. While I've taken a workcation, I am working and my team is too, so there's no reason to put up like an out of office or anything like that. I'm absolutely available. I'm not off grid during a workcation. I'm just trying to focus 3-ish to 2-ish blocks of the day on that big project. I like to wake up super early, get in a quiet time, and then go ahead and start work then, get a big morning sprint done and out of the way. I try to plan for some kind of workout in the day, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon, because around that 2 to 5 p.m. slump, a nap starts looking really good, which brings me to this tip: change locations often. This goes, at least for me, in choosing a hotel. Like, I'll be more choosy to go with a hotel that's got lots of different places to work, because I am bebopping around all day to try to stay fresh and alert and awake. A hotel that has not only a good room that you love staying in, but lobby, side rooms, any kind of little bar area or lounge. I found I can fit in about 3 to 2 big work sessions during a day. So that morning, afternoon block, and then a nighttime block too. 2 days is that magical sweet spot for me too, because by the end of day 2, I am pretty brain fried. Also, on every workcation, I've scheduled one friend break. So I'll either go for coffee with somebody or go to dinner to get, again, out of the hotel, talk to a human. I've pretty much spent the entire day by myself, and it's a good way to change things up. At the beginning of this video, I teased that I was going to show you the app that I use all the time to get things done. So I'm talking about these big work chunks and sprints. In 4 years, I think people that have been listening to my content for a long time know I talk about this a lot, but the Focus Keeper app is, oh my gosh, I open it all day, every day. It's free and it runs on the concept of Pomodoro sprints. So you can see it's gonna start me for 25 minutes and it ticks, so you hear that, and it'll give you a 5-minute rest at the end. If you're using this app well, it'll have you do on and off, then it gives you a longer break, on and off, on and off. So if you are using something like this, you can get a lot done. Okay, comment down below, do you have any project on deck that you've got a little bit of momentum in, but you keep getting stuck or you keep procrastinating? If you do, then Workcations may be something to try out. Again, even if it's just going down the street, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. It is an environmental hack that has absolutely pushed my productivity and cut down on shiny object project syndrome, because it's forced me to get something big done. If you like this video, let me know by hitting the like button, hitting subscribe as well, and then tell me, do you think you're going to take a workcation in Q2 or Q3? As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.